Hello classmates, this is Chantel Lathrop. I will be discussing patents for discussing copyrights and patents for our week 6 presentation for our CSC 333 class. During this presentation, I will be having an overview of what copyrights and patents are. I plan on discussing what copyrights are. Also, I want to summarize patents and how they compare to copyrights. The last thing I will discuss are what copyleft is. What are copyrights? Anyone can have the right to express an idea. Think of any movie, song, or book you have invested in. The idea of copyright allows the author to express their ideas, partially because it will benefit society. For instance, a song that can make a person relate to their life and move them in an emotional way. You allow the author to express their idea and share it among the community and hope that it will do great things. So say the author does have a great idea. Wouldn't you want their idea to be protected? Copyrights help ensure the author the chance to express their idea and then move forward. Either if that is to modify their song, book, or movie, they then have the right to sell it. What if a person has an idea that has a potential, but they are unsure of how to make it work? They then can sell the idea to another person who has the ability to make it work. So overall, copyright helps protect a person's expression to an idea. Next, we'll discuss what patents are. Patents are, however, a bit different from copyrights. Patents are more of an object than that can be useful in some way, rather than being a work of art, literature, like movies, songs, and books. Rather than protecting the idea of something like copyrights, they protect an invention. So say you have an idea of how a traffic light should work. I mean, many of us have waited patiently, maybe not so patiently, for a light to change. Say that there was an idea that there was a sensor to help observe how many cars are at each intersection. Say one had about 2 cars, but the other had none. Why would you make people wait if there was no cars on the other side? I mean, that seems like a decent idea. This, however, would not be considered something that should have a patent. Now, if there was a prototype, that is what a patent should be. That's an actual object that does the idea. So, say you have a sensor that senses the cars, and then switches the light to green when there's 2 cars on one side. The actual object, the actual prototype, is what is a patent, rather than the idea on how you would want a traffic light to work. Next, I'll be discussing what copyleft is. What is copyleft? Copyleft is most related to open source. So if you ever had open source programming, you would be familiar with it. You are able to take one's idea and modify it to the way you like, however conditions still apply. You recently learned about copyrights in a previous slide. Copyleft is when an author allows one to use their ideas to reproduce, adapt, or distribute it. The only restriction is that they have to follow the licensing agreement. In a way, the author surrenders some but not all the rights. Well, this is my week 6 presentation. I hope you enjoyed learning about patents and copyrights. Have a great summer.